I simply can't remain silent any longer. I am going to tell you the whole truth about what is happening now, what the anti-cultists are doing, the destroyers who have caused the war between Russia and Ukraine, and now want the same scenario to unfold in Europe. We, participants of the international social movement ALLATRA, are being used as a tool to expand their network of influence agents in political media, to people in power, in the legal system, etc. What are they doing? Right now they are spreading lies about us in the Slovak media, and you know it is exactly the same pattern that happened in Russia and Ukraine. Here there will be defamatory articles about us the volunteers who dedicate all our free time to defend human rights, so that human life is the highest value. To inform people about the climate crisis, seeking solutions on how, for example, to clean the ocean. All this information can be read on the official page of the ALLATRA movement. But these sold-out journalists are spreading lies. That we are a dangerous sect, a totalitarian sect, that we are a pro-Putin sect. A complete absurdity. Because in Russia, for example, they already banned our movement a few years ago. Thanks to these anti-cultists. Because Russia is the den of these anti-cultists, and all the orders they receive come from there, from Razars. Razars, remember this name. You can also find a lot of information in the documentary The Impact, which was released a few months ago. And of course, the volunteers of ALLATRA were very interested in this information. We started to spread this information because it reveals who they are. They organize wars, terrorist attacks, and are interested in destabilizing the world and provoking a civil war in Europe, a civil war in the United States. All of this has been revealed, and we have started to share this information, and it is there where they intensified their actions against us. In Slovakia, just a few days ago, a legal case was opened against them as destroyers of democracy, and the people who trample on human rights, who defame individuals, and all of this leads to genocide. In fact, the documentary The Impact reveals that they are guilty of the genocide of millions of people around the world. They were so scared that they started flooding the internet with defamatory articles about us. In 2 days, they published more than 130 articles, a lot of money. And for what? Simply to defame ordinary volunteers who defend human rights. But it's not that simple. They use us as a tool because they buy off journalists, judges, and politicians. They seek out people who will do anything for money, and thus they expand their network of agents. And they use our movement to expand their network to later, through these agents, launch any narrative in the media, thus influencing politics. And you can see how this is already happening in Slovakia. And we have already seen the result of their actions in the war in Ukraine, because it all started in Russia, are like an octopus with their tentacles. They want to reach out, they want to cover the whole world. They have already reached Ukraine, and this has already been proven that they are the ones who provoked and caused this war, because they started spreading narratives in the media that Ukraine is made up of Nazis, that they are a cult, that they are dangerous, and that they must be destroyed. You can read what Dvorkin Novopashin from Razars said now. They are saying the same thing about all of Europe, that Europe is a cult. And this Razars has a network of its agents all over the world, including in Europe, in Paris, France, a democratic country. But there is FECRIS, another organization that claims to be fighting against sects and cults like Razars, but in reality, it is influencing people's consciousness to form negative images towards different movements and different individuals in order to influence what is happening in the world. All of this was revealed in the documentary The Impact. If you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend it because it opens your eyes to many things. Well, I am going to record more videos of this kind because there are so many things to tell that we have kept silent about until now, but patience has run out. What they are doing against us, this defamatory campaign, is beyond any limit. So I'm going to share with you everything I know about these anti-cultists.